How did you deal with life after fish?
Well, one thing I definitely tried to do was look for a different organization to join, and I actually did end up joining an organization that was a part of SGA. And so you definitely meet a lot of people who are from different flows and people that you have never been exposed to if you stayed only in MSC organizations. And so I thought that was really fun because it was just seeing kind of a whole nother side of campus and seeing a whole nother group of people. So yeah.
I guess the most important thing to do after fish is to stay involved. I looked at different passions that I wanted to pursue, so I joined Carpool. I thought that was a great way to serve the community and keep up with the service aspect that I missed in fish. And then I really enjoyed attending muster as a freshman, so I decided to get involved as a muster host this year. And I think it's important to just keep following your passions and take advantage of the massive ways you can get involved at Texas A&M.
Okay, so for me, after MSC Fish, I more or less filled the void by joining a whole bunch of other organizations and getting involved in that way. One thing that I did find is that it's very difficult to find another organization that is as well put together and where the people interact in the same way that MSC Fish does, because this is basically the biggest family I've ever had. But what I do recommend is go out for other organizations, meet new people, and don't compare everything to fish because more than likely it won't live up.
After fish, it was really easy to get involved into fish camp or any other organization because there's just a plethora of them all over campus. You can reach out, coming out right out of that into the MSC Open House, and there's tons of leadership organizations, service organizations, and I feel like because of fish, I was able to make that transition into those organizations without worrying about losing all my friends in fish, because we still all keep connected, everyone branches out, and it just works out.
So life after fish might seem a little sad at first, not being in the spill all the time and always doing service, but life after fish is still great. There's so many things to be involved in on this campus. For example, after fish, I went and joined MSC Lead. It's a SLO, and I got to pursue doing leadership in that since I wasn't in leadership in fish, and I just got to experience something different. I also got to devote more time to fish camp and also become a big. So there's so much more to do after fish, and there's nothing to worry about after that.
After MSC Fish, I joined a SLO. I joined MSC Lead, which was really enjoyable, and then I also joined a women's organization, and I became heavily involved in fish camp. I must say, if it wasn't for MSC Fish, I probably wouldn't have done any of those things, because fish really encouraged me to make a lot of friends and just throw all inhibitions out of the water and just go for things. And so it really enabled me to become a better leader through other organizations as well, and not just dwell on one thing that I loved so much freshman year.
I would say the best way to get over fish, it's probably been too long since my freshman year, so I don't remember what I did there. I guess I was an AD, but coming from AD year, I guess the best way to get over it was to constantly text them, and just because you're not in the same organization doesn't mean that you lost your friends. You still have the friendships that you made, and it's all about what you do with them now that you don't have the actual formality of MSC Fish. So constantly hang out, treat it like nothing's changed. The only difference is that you're not going to be together every Wednesday night. But other than that, fish forever. That was cheesy.